Are you struggling with digestive issues? You've tried to the medications, you've gone to your physicians, they've given you different medications. It gets better or doesn't even get better at all, or it gets better and it all comes back. It doesn't really ever go away. In fact, it never goes away. Or maybe now you go to a functional medicine practitioner, they do some lab tests and they give you some supplements, they change your diet, and still it improves, but it's only short term. Are you experiencing this short term relief? Or maybe you're not getting any results, regardless of what you've tried. You've tried the medication route, you've tried the natural route, as in supplements, right? And you're just at your wit's end. Maybe you've got acid reflux. Maybe you've got autoimmune condition like Hashimoto's, right? Graves' disease. Maybe you're struggling with diabetes, chronic fatigue, indigestion, and bloating. If you're struggling with any of these and whatever you've tried, it just doesn't seem to go away, chances are you probably have a earth element problem. Yes, earth element. This is in traditional Chinese medicine. They just use the words elements. You can change that word elements and replace it with organ systems. You have an earth organ system problem. What does that even mean? What is an earth organ system? Well, in traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, 3,000 years ago, they found out the earth organ systems corresponds to two main organ systems. One is the spleen, one is the stomach. Okay. And so if you are having all of these GI issues and you've tried everything and nothing's fixed it, it's because you haven't fixed the root cause. What's the root cause? The root cause is always rebalancing your organ system function. We were all born and built with the ability to self-heal. And if your problems, your diagnosis, what they label you as, or your symptoms don't go away, it's because you haven't address the root cause. And regardless of how many lab tests you've done, many times those lab tests, which I love, okay, but they're not complete. And so that's why they don't help you address the root cause. And I'm not saying the earth element is your root cause. I'm just saying it's a possibility. So it's a possibility because when your earth element, your earth organ systems are dysfunctioning, you will have all of those symptoms, all of those disorders, those labels that I just mentioned. Okay. And this is part of our guidebook, our 5-element of rebalancing organs. And so today I'm going to address the earth organ systems or the earth element. Right? If you don't have access to this guidebook, just comment below guidebook and my team will send you a link to get free access to this guidebook. Because the next question you're probably wondering is, so what do I do? How do I fix this? How do I make sure this never comes back? How do I first take it away? In order to fix it, you got to balance your earth organ systems or your earth elements or your spleen and your stomach digestive system. And that's why I created this guidebook to help you with the first foundational layer, which is the first thing you need to do. Because if you don't even do this, it doesn't matter what pills you take, what supplements you take, none of it will take it away 100%. You'll experience this. I take some supplements, yeah, it feels better, but I got to keep popping pills for the rest of my life, right? Because you never fix the problem. But if you fix the problem, you won't need to pop those pills. So if that's what you want, let's dive in. So this is the guidebook, Acupressure for Balancing Your Organs Guidebook. This is the foundation, okay? If you skip this, then everything else won't work. Or it'll work, but the results won't stick. Because here's the fact. The fact is, if you truly address the root cause, addressing the root cause means you fixed it. If you truly fixed it, then your problem should go away permanently, right? It's common sense. So if it doesn't go away permanently, regardless of what practitioner tells you, you have not found the root cause. Okay. This guidebook will help you find the root cause and it will help you lay that first layer of foundation. You have to lay this foundation. So let's get into the earth element. So like I said a while ago, the earth element corresponds, or the earth organ systems. Just replace the word elements, okay? In Chinese medicine, 3,000 years ago, they just used different terminologies, but they knew exactly what was going on in the body. And they actually know more than Western medicine does today, which is just crazy in my opinion. So the earth element corresponds to your spleen and your stomach function. And in this guidebook, it tells you what happens when your earth organ systems are balanced. When your spleen and your stomach are balanced, these are the symptoms that you'll feel. What happens when you are imbalanced? You can read through this. And again, Every organ corresponds or controls a specific sense, a specific emotion, right? And a specific taste and tissue. So the emotion that the earth element controls is thoughtful and concerned. So what does that mean? That means if your spleen and your stomach, your digestive system is functioning at optimal levels, you will be very thoughtful. Your thinking process will be clear. But when it's dysfunctioning, when it's imbalanced, you're going to be worrying, you're going to be concerned as you're worrying all the time. The sense is thought. So better digestion, better thought process. Let me explain an example. Have you ever eat your lunch at 12 p.m. and then about 3 to 4 p.m. you feel this drain of energy? You're just like, I can't think anymore. You're at your work and you just feel like a mind block. You can't really process information good and fast. If you experience that, it could be two reasons. One, whatever you ate at lunch is terrible for your health. It's terrible for your digestion. It's putting too much work on your digestive system. Your digestive system is supposed to help you think clearly, thinking, you see, right here. And so if you eat the wrong thing, it disrupts that ability. The second possibility is that your digestive system was already terrible, right? You never fixed it. You're doing all these things that damage it every single day. So regardless of what you eat, you can eat vegetables and you will still feel drained. And again, how do you fix it? You balance your spleen and stomach. The taste that's associated with your earth element is sweet. So if your digestive system is imbalanced, you're going to crave sweets. What does that sound like? Diabetes. So if you are diabetic and you crave sweets, I guarantee you have an earth element problem. Now, I can't say your earth element, your spleen, your stomach is the root cause. It could be another root cause, but for sure, your spleen and stomach are dysfunctioning. They are not in balance. And what does the earth control? What tissues? It controls your muscles, your flesh. If you have poor digestion, you're going to have weak muscles. So if you're trying to gain muscle, you can go to the gym 7 days a week. But if your digestion, your earth organ systems are not in balance, you won't gain muscle. In fact, you might even lose muscle. You may think, oh, I'm doing the wrong exercise. No. You could be doing all the perfect right exercises, but you didn't identify that your earth organ systems, your spleen and stomach, are dysfunctioning. They're not in balance. If they're not in balance, they can't help you grow muscle. So does this make sense? I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. And health is very simple. It's not easy, but it's very simple. Western medicine and scientists like to make it complex so that you never become healthy. You can read through this. This is the traditional Chinese medicine view, the Western medicine view of what it does. If you're going to compare this to anatomy and physiology book, you're going to find some differences. Okay. Western medicine has not caught up to traditional Chinese medicine. People say, oh, Chinese medicine, TCM is not evidence-based medicine. It was the first evidence-based medicine. It just wasn't presented in the same terminology that current scientists, researchers use today. So for example, I can speak Mandarin and you speak English. If we're having a conversation and I only use Mandarin, you can't understand me because you don't speak Mandarin. Does that make me stupider? Does that make me less intelligent? Does that make me an idiot because I'm speaking a different language? No. So many scientists, researchers, physicians, because they can't understand traditional Chinese medicine language, they say this is not science-based. They say TCM is not real medicine. That's the same thing as you speak French. I don't speak French. If you spoke French to me, I would have no idea what you're saying. And if I'm the Western medicine, the scientist, because I can't understand you, I think you're a bunch of bull. You're fake. You're lying. You're giving misinformation. That doesn't make sense, right? So just want to point that out. So traditional Chinese medicine is a different language, but it is still science and it's hard medicine. In this guidebook, I do my best to try to use current day English, simple language, so that more people can understand what they were actually saying 3,000 years ago. So these are signs. What happens when your spleen and stomach are inflamed? and what happens when they are weak, right? Chronic fatigue. You ever got chronic fatigue? And it doesn't matter what supplements you take, what foods you eat. You even go to the physician, they give you an injection. You even have steroids, because steroids can make people have temporary energy, right? None of it works, or it works for maybe 5 seconds, and then everything comes back, or even worse. That could be because your earth organ systems, your spleen and stomach, are dysfunctioning. So peak energy time. When is the best time? When does the body move any of its resources to the earth organ systems, your spleen and stomach? This is very crucial. That's why I want to spend some time on this. Between 7 to 9 a.m. That's when your body moves a lot of resources to your stomach. So guess what? That's the best time to eat breakfast, between 7 to 9, because that's when your stomach has more of the body's resources so that it can break and digest food. So those of you who like to do intermittent fasting, which is great, most people, especially here in the US, the most common meal people skip is breakfast, which is the worst meal to skip because it's damaging your stomach. It's damaging your earth organ system. So if you've done intermittent fasting and you're like, man, I want to do it because I want to lose weight, or I want to do it because I want to reverse my diabetes, right? And no matter how much you do it, you've done it for 6 months and nothing's working. You're not dropping the weight, or maybe you lose a little, but it all comes back, right? Look at this. Are you skipping your breakfast? If you are, you're hurting yourself. So instead, what's the solution? Eat a good breakfast, eat lunch, skip your dinner. Between 9 and 11 is the spleen. Talk about perfect timing, right? Your stomach breaks the food down and your spleen basically absorbs it. Now, again, when you compare this to Western medicine anatomy book, it won't tell you this. Just because it's not in a Western anatomy book does not mean it doesn't exist. This was proven for 3,000 years that it works and that this exists, that this information is correct. So you eat your breakfast from 7 to 9, and then your spleen spins from 9 to 11 to digest it, to break it up and to disseminate it. It pushes the nutrients to the right locations. Our bodies were built perfectly. We just mess it up. If you can understand how the body really works, you follow its rhythm, because this is a rhythm. The body clock is a rhythm. You follow its rhythm, guess what? You're going to get better results. Other things that you can do, acupressure. This is an acupressure guidebook. So I listed the top 3 acupressure points. These are TCM acupressure. These are not my QRA. I've got another guidebook for my QRA, but this is strictly for TCM. And this tells you the 3 top points that can help you rebalance them, okay? Gives you instructions. At the end of this guidebook, I also give you the picture and also a video tutorial link where it's me showing you how to locate these points. And I also included some lifestyle modifications that you can do, and the foods that can benefit your earth organ systems, your spleen and stomach. They're all here, and recipes. Okay, so let me scroll down to the acupressure because I want to show you that. So one of the points is this: 足三里, leg 3 miles. This tells you how to locate it, what it's used for. It's not just for digestion; it's also for your immune system, muscle cramps, leg cramps. It's all down here. And if you want to see me show you how to locate it, you can click here. Again, if you don't have access to this guidebook, then comment below guidebook and my team will send you the link where you can get free access to this guidebook.